All right, everybody, welcome back, baby, to the daily news, the real news, not that fake news. You seen what the media has done. They totally have turned on Joe Biden. Joe Biden looks like he's cooked in the media. They're talking about he's got dementia. They're bringing doctors on that are saying he has dementia. George Clooney came out, putting a New York Times ad out saying that Joe must go, but we proud of you, Joe. All this nonsense that everybody knew it. And I guess tomorrow will be the final chapter, I guess, in Joe Biden. They're going to try to make him step aside because they're giving him a press conference. They kept saying the big boy press conference is coming. It's going to be open season on Joe Biden after this. I don't know. I'm riding with Joe Biden, damn it. I am riding with Joe Biden. Dementia, I don't care what he got. Joe Biden is my man. He's the greatest president of all time. And I guess the media is just mad. You know, they're mad because they see the Trump polls. They did this to Trump. They made Trump, a hero. It made him a hero. They put all these fake charges up against him. Everybody's like, what? They put him through the court system. They thought it was going to, the people were going to be like, ooh, brother, I'm not voting for that. But they are. You know what I'm saying? They see all the nonsense. They see the lies. They see the two tiers of justice. They see all the Transformer stuff getting pushed on everybody. People are tired of it. You know what I'm saying? You want to go do that? Go do it. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be everywhere. It don't have to be in the kids' schools. It doesn't have to be everywhere. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? Go do what you have to do. But it's disgusting. You see all this stuff just getting pumped down our throats. And before it was Joe Biden's perfect. Joe Biden's the sharpest attack. Joe Biden, you know what I'm saying? He don't have a shuffle. Joe Biden's not falling down. Joe Biden is awesome. You know what I'm saying? He's got the most jobs ever. He got, you know what I'm saying? He got infrastructure bill. You know what I'm saying? He's giving all this money to Ukraine, talking about Putin ain't going to get nothing on him. So they were at the NATO 75th anniversary of NATO. Joe Biden's out here taking credit for what Trump did, talking about how, I guess there's 27 of the, 29 countries now are in compliance. But that was all Trump. Told him, you're going to pay up or we're not going to defend you no more. You know what I'm saying? So Biden's out here just doing what he does. Biden, we knew for a long time that he wasn't right. We saw what they did in 2020 election. Something wasn't right there. And this time, I think they're like, we can't. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden's not going to get 81 million votes. And they know Trump's going to get close to that. Trump got 76, right? 72, 76. He broke the record, right? Millions of votes. And so Trump's sort of going to get the same thing, and he's gaining some ground, right? So Trump's going to get every bit of that. He's going to be very strong towards that number. They know they can't get 79, 80 million again. They can't get to nobody. They're going to be like 80 million votes for Joe Biden. There's no way. People are going to be like, huh? And people are paying attention to the voting polls and all that, even though they're adding drop boxes again. And then also today, Congress, there was a SAVE Act where that only American citizens can vote in elections, in federal elections. Of course, we have the migrants now. They're going to be voting in your local elections. They're going to start screwing it up there. That's how they're going to get, that's going to be the weeds, in the garden. But then up top on the federal is they want U.S. citizens, but the Democrats don't. The Democrats don't. They said that it's racism to have voter ID. It's racism to not let these people from other countries come and vote in our elections. You know what I'm saying? They're just screwing Americans. All these immigrants that come over here, they're getting health insurance. They're getting, $600 a month. They're getting put up in hotels. They're getting free food. They're getting it, they're just getting lit out. We don't know who's in this country. There's hundreds of thousands of probably horrible people that have come in this country. You see American citizens are dying from illegal immigrants every day. Every day there's a U.S. citizen is dying from an illegal immigrant. I mean, it's just happening. It's in the news out there. So you got to make sure you stay safe, people, right? Because where we at? We in the jungle, baby. Gotta stay safe. Make sure you like and sub up. It's the only way we're going to get this out here to spread the word, to get out and vote and spread the word of the nonsense of the liberal media lying to us about everything. And they're in full-blown panic mode. They are in panic mode. They don't know what to do. And from what I understand is that Joe Biden has a certain amount of time before he can drop out. But I don't think Joe Biden's going to drop out. They're going to need a lot for Joe to drop out. I think they're going to try to get him tomorrow. They're going to hammer him with all types of questions at this press conference. None of it's going to be about NATO. You know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be about his health. Who knows? They might even bring up his son. They might bring up the 10% for the big guy. They might hit Joe with everything. There's going to be probably stuff that we're going to learn for the first time tomorrow. That's how bad they want him out. Barack Obama, George Clooney. You saw George Clooney, like we said. 13 days ago, 17 days ago, George Clooney had a huge fundraiser with Barack Obama, Jimmy Kimmel, Julia Roberts, all these uppies who were just, I don't even understand why, if anybody can vote for Joe Biden and all this nonsense, you're brainwashed and you're low IQ. It's basically, you hate America and you think you're being cool because you're with the cool kids and you want surveillance. You want them to, you know what I'm saying? You don't need no cash money. You want, I'm not doing nothing wrong, Eventually you're just going to be, you know what I'm saying? You just might as well just have that slave mentality because that's all it is. That's all it's ever going to be. That's all the government wants. We just cows, baby. We just cows to them. We tax money. That's it. It's taxed on everything. Someone gives you $100, they pay tax, and then you go spend it, you're getting spent on tax. But let's get into some videos around here. And that's where the rubber meets the road. People can see it. I guess let's just start with this whole George Clooney thing. I thought it was funny that George Clooney basically just turning his back on him. I guess it came from Barack Obama, right? Because him and Barack Obama are real good buddies. They were on a boat together with that. Wasn't there like some Chinese girl on there? There's like some conspiracy theory on that. I was like, I don't know about all that, but because you wouldn't think like George Clooney, you know what I'm saying? He had some good movies you loved. And he seemed cool and all that. And then all of a sudden, his politics are horrible. But I guess he just wants to stay in the game and play the game with him. You know what I'm saying? Because I guess he feels like he can't play with the Republicans or he's blackmailed, so he has to go a certain way. I don't know how any of this stuff works. None of it makes no sense to me. But hey, what the hell I know? You know what I'm saying?
Look at this dumb motherfucker.
But let's pull this clip up right here, which I thought is it's going to sum it up. And I guess this is like a speechwriter that was for Barack Obama. And all the Obama cronies are coming out. They're all coming out. They're all ready to spill the beans, I guess. They're going to spill the beans. But let's play this right here.
If President Biden does withdraw from the race, replacing him at the top of the ticket could be chaotic. But here's what a top Biden fundraiser and longtime supporter, George Clooney, said about that in his op-ed this morning. Would it be messy? Yes, democracy is messy, but would it enliven our party and wake up voters who, long before the June debate, had already checked out? It sure would. The short ramp to Election Day would be a benefit for us, not a danger. John Favreau and David Axelrod are back with me. Ax, what do you think about that argument?
Look,
And Axelrod is the right-hand man of the Democratic Party. He's like his finger on the pulse. I don't know why he's got so much power, but for some reason he has a lot of power in the Democratic Party.
I think there's merit to it. Sometimes this is all a matter of risk assessment. There's risk associated with everything. The question is whether the risk of the status quo eclipses the risk of trying something else. And I think we've reached the point where many have come to that conclusion. But the thing about the piece, Dana, that I thought was particularly impactful was Clooney, who just hosted a major fundraiser for the president a few weeks ago in California, said you can't win the battle against time. None of us can. It's devastating to say, but Joe Biden I was with 3 weeks ago. The fundraiser was not the Joe Biden of 2010. He wasn't even the Joe Biden of 2020. He was the same man we all witnessed at the debate. That is devastating. That's devastating.
Yeah, and
and it's what people fear.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was going to ask John about, because John, you were at that fundraiser as well. I don't know if you spent as much time with President Biden as George Clooney did, since he was one of the hosts. But I'm totally with you, David. That quote was like, wow.
Was it?
I mean, it was not surprising to any of us who were at the fundraiser. I was there. Clooney was exactly right. And every single person I talked to at the fundraiser thought the same thing, except for the people working for Joe Biden, or at least they didn't say that. But I remember my wife, Emily, turned to me after the fundraiser and said, "What are we going to do?" I mean, and I said, well, there's a debate in a week. Either he'll do well in the debate and we'll think, well, he was just tired because he flew all the way back from Europe and that'll be that. Or he'll be like this at the debate and then the whole country will be talking about it. So here we are.
Wow. Please come back, both of you. Thank you very much for being.
But they didn't say none of this before. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden it's just a complete 180. They turned it all around on us. Talking about Joe Biden this, Joe Biden that. You know, he's completely with it. I just can't believe that. What is their audience going to say? You know what I'm saying? Like 6 days ago, you were telling me that Joe Biden's fine. He's got all his stuff together. He's sharp as a tack. You know, nothing goes wrong with him. And now all of a sudden you're telling me he's got dementia. He's got Parkinson's disease. Which one is it? Which one is it? They're releasing, the doctors are coming in logs. So it's a full-blown invasion to get Joe Biden out. But we are riding with Joe Biden. We're going to stick with this man. This man is the best president. He got the most votes ever. Got the best vice president ever, Kamala Harris. Hey, if you don't think so, holla at me. But other than that, I mean, who's going to be replace Joe then? Is it Kamala? Because Kamala's worse, so I don't understand what their plan is. I'm so curious to see what their plan is. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't come back from this. The media's already trashed Joe Biden. Everybody, all the media, and half the Democrats don't know what to do. Half are with it, half aren't with it. They got to get their party in line, and that's what they're trying to do. They're having all these meetings behind closed doors. They're worried about everybody's just going to vote red down on the ballots, and then the Republicans are going to get the House and the Senate, and then Trump is going to become a dictator, and then he's going to lock them all up. Sign me up for that. I'm definitely into that. Oh, man, we're in a coding overload, bro. Coding overload. Hey, it's been fun. We got to shut this down. We got to figure out why we overheating here. We got to get a fan, baby. We got to get a fan of something. It's peace and love here at the Rock and Roll Rebel Show. We love you, and we out of here, baby. Enjoy your evening. Peace and love, baby. And we'll talk about the Joe Biden press conference tomorrow.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots.